Good morning, day 12. Here we go. So, taking some time just to settle. And the reason we do this is we want to really embody the teachings. We want to take them in, we want to know them in every fiber of our beings. And so we gently close our eyes down. And just notice this morning if there's any part of your body where there's any extra holding or extra tension. And let's just invite some softness into those places. Let's gently let go and relax into our seats. Let's move our shoulders away from our ears. Take your chin just slightly in towards your chest to lengthen out the back of the neck. And maybe let's take a big sigh out. So deep breath in. And exhale out. And then I invite you just to bow your head towards your heart. We'll make our statement to the universe. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love and light to lead the way to the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a loving, open, peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, we are love, we are free. And so we release these words and let it be. Okay, lesson 12. Here we go. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. So yesterday we kind of said that, well, we didn't kind of, we actually said, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. So today we're recognizing that our upset is because we see this meaningless world. The importance of this idea lies in the fact that it contains a correction for a major perceptual distortion. You think that what upsets you is a frightening world, or a sad world, or a violent world, or an insane world. All these attributes are given it by you. The world in itself is meaningless in itself. These exercises are done with the eyes open. Look around you, this time quite slowly. Try to pace yourself so that slow shifting of your glance from one thing to another involves a fairly constant time interval. Do not allow the time of the shift to become markedly longer or shorter, but try instead to keep a measured, even tempo throughout. What you see does not matter. Big statement. What you see does not matter. You teach yourself this as you give whatever your glance rests on equal attention and equal time. This is a beginning step in learning to give all equal value. As you look about you, say to yourself, I think I see a fearful world, a dangerous world, a hostile world, a sad world, a wicked world, a crazy world, and so on, using whatever descriptive terms occur to you. If terms which seem positive rather than negative occur to you, include them. For example, you might think of a good world or a satisfying world. If such terms occur to you, use them along with the rest. So the idea is that none of it actually really matters. So, for me, I'm still on holiday. So while I'm here in Spain, it's easy for me to look around. There's no real attachment to anything. There's just this feeling of rest and relaxation. So I'm seeing that as a positive. So that's what I'll be using today, doing my exercises, but also recognizing that this is meaningless, that what we're searching for is beneath all of this. Be sure that you do not alter the time intervals between applying today's idea to what you think is pleasant and what you think is unpleasant. So equal measure once again. For the purposes of these exercises, there's no difference between them. At the end of the practice period, add, but I am upset because I see a meaningless world. And it's worth thinking about, the inconsistencies that we have, because sometimes we're upset, sometimes we think everything is great, sometimes we think it's pure shite. Sorry, that's what's coming into my head. And it's up and down and traumas and dramas and all sorts. It's like a pick and mix, But what we're wanting to cultivate is, or to know, is that inner peace that can be unveiled beneath all of this meaningless stuff that we put meaning on. What is meaningless is neither good nor bad. So the illusion is neither good nor bad. Why then should a meaningless world upset you? If you could accept the world as meaningless and let the truth be written upon it for you, it would make you indescribably happy. But because it is meaningless, you are impelled to write upon it what you would have it be. It is this you see in it. It is this that is meaningless in truth. So we're back to, we give everything all the meaning that it has. We're uncomfortable with blank. That's another thing to realize. We're uncomfortable with this idea. The ego is of everything being blank. Beneath your words is written the word of love. So underneath it all is the word of love. The truth upsets you now, but when your words have been erased, you will see this. You will see the words of love. You will see the truth. That is the ultimate purpose of these exercises. 3 or 4 times is enough for practicing the idea for today. Nor should the practice periods exceed a minute. So we keep it nice and short, just a minute, 3 or 4 times. You may find even this too long. Terminate the exercises whenever you experience a sense of strain. Okay, so here we go again. We're going to take 1 minute looking about us slowly. And I am upset because I see a meaningless world. I am upset because I see, and then you describe the world you see. So I am upset because I see a pleasant world. I am upset because I see a dangerous world. If you've been watching the news, or, if there's anything going on in your life that's causing you to feel fear, I am upset because I'm seeing a fearful world. So if you look around and something reminds you of that, that's what you would say. Okay, so here goes. And you're ready, gently coming back. So the course is now inviting us to really realize that this world is a dream, and every day we walk into this dream and we make this dream so real. And the ego is like this pendulum that swings back and forth and up and down. And as I say, right now I think I see a wonderful world because I'm on holidays. I could go home and, for example, my husband rang me to say that all the lights are gone in my car. So, I could think, oh, this is fearful, this is worrisome, this is another thing to be done, to be sorted out. All the while, it's all part of the dream. And if we begin to change our thoughts, we begin to change the mirror, we begin to see the world differently. So what we're doing right now is beginning to change our thoughts and to empty our mind and continue to empty it out until we are knowing the blank canvas of love. You know, where love can write out each thing in each moment as it's happening. You know, our mind is truly blank, but to the ego, that's like, oh, don't like to think about that. I want to have all these defenses in place for all these things that I think I see in the meaningless world that I have made up. Okay, so we're going to let the lesson go, revisit it. I think it's 4 to 5 times. If that feels like too much, come back to 3 or 4. Never strain. That's so important with any of this. It needs to be done gently, mindfully, slowly. Think of teaching a child, you know, to feed itself. You know, you don't have these big, strong corrections. You gently, gently keep encouraging, you know. So let's close our eyes down and take a little meditation to close this. So gently closing the eyes down. And as you close your eyes down, drop your awareness down into your heart. And as you drop your awareness into your heart, just begin to smile to your heart center. Invite in a beautiful red color. Perhaps taking your hand onto your heart. Noticing your in-breath and your out-breath. And just beginning to repeat the word peace. It's quite simply peace. Peace. Keep rotating the word in your mind. And if you get distracted, just simply gently bring yourself back to it. Peace. And relaxing your hand down. Relaxing your chin into your chest. Opening your eyes with your gaze downwards. And then slowly lifting your gaze upwards. Thank you for joining me once more. Have a wonderful day from my heart to yours. Take care.